Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's 9:14. It's a little late, but hey, do you want to quit your job? Yes. Do you want to quit your job? That soul-sucking job that pisses you off, working around stanky ass people you can't stand. If that's your life, you want to check out this episode of Hustler Philosophy. But before we get into that, if you want more information, you need more help, if you like the content of these videos, direct yourself below the video, hit show more, and there's all kind of goodies down there for you, extra playlist and links to products and services. So with that, let's jump into the weekend hustle. Today is Friday, and I woke up in a really, really good mood. And that was, it's a continuation of yesterday. Got some great news. Well, this is the time that I would be preparing for our weekend hustle. And I explained to you what it was when I had the storage auction business. I'll just give you everything. All right. We were in the warehouse and you weren't supposed to be having a retail operation out of a warehouse. However, I exploited the fact that a warehouse could have a going out of business sale. So every weekend we had the upscale garage sale to sell the smalls and the things that we could not get rid of. Well, in the beginning it was somewhat rough. It was really, really rough. And my partner didn't think it was going to work. But around that 7th week, we did about $3,800 before 12, and we opened at 7. And it was like, ooh, this could be all right. Got to the point that we were making on the weekend, Saturday, and sometimes I would open Sunday if I was there, moving everything around. Let me give you an example. If you have a thrift store, you know this. After the weekend, you have holes everywhere. Stuff's messed up. People have knocked stuff over. Oh, Sunday, I would just go there and put it together to format my plan for what I would buy during the week. So I was like, okay, we need this. I'll ignore this. We're top heavy on that. Well, that weekend hustle became so profitable that we absolutely refuse to open during the week, because this is what happens. And I'm going to get to you after I get through talking about me. This is what happens. You train your customer. And I didn't realize what we were doing because I didn't know how I was going to go. It was just, we had so many smalls. People would come in and it's like, when are you open? What's your number? Can I get your number? And we set the hours, rain or shine, we'd be open. And then we developed a dedicated clientele, people that would come every weekend, rain or shine, would be harassing our neighbors if we weren't open. So essentially, you could take those precious weekend hours and turn them into a lot of money if you have a plan. There are many people who want to quit their job. And this is my advice to you if you're one of those people who want to quit your job. There's a whole bunch of things. Just quit your job, or leap out the plane and build your parachute on the way down. Okay, if you are rough, ready, and rugged, yeah, you can do that. But if you have no hustle skills, no money in the bank, keep your damn job and work it on the weekends. Now, when I talk about weekend hustle, as I remember what I would be doing, Friday was a serious work day. Went to bed sometimes 8:30, 9 because I had to be up. You can't shine with sleep in your eyes. Get up, put the signs up, and this is something else for all you garage sale folks. If you're having a multiple day garage sale, if you go out and refresh your signs, place new signs each day, you will increase your traffic tremendously because it's new. Even people, it's just change the color. If one day the sign's pink, turn it to green. If it's green, turn it to yellow. Same garage sale, and you'll get more traffic. I would do that every weekend. I would pick up the signs. We had nice, fancy ones printed up, and people stole them and shit. I was like, "You gonna steal our garage sale sign during the garage sale? You were just nasty." With your hustle, you got to figure out something. And this is one of the things, because I'm becoming really, really more of, I'm going to give you what you need, whether you don't want to swallow it or not. If you have no hustle skills, you have no business abilities, there's nothing. Forget the passion bullshit. Do what you can do. And then build into what you want to do once you have some cash flow that is coming from a business. Because if you don't have cash flow that's coming from a business and you're leaving that W-2 paycheck mentality, you're going to freak out if you go 2 weeks and no money comes in. As a business owner in the beginning, you'll just like, oh, that's how it is. I did something wrong. My marketing was screwed or something. So you're not as sensitive to that as the W-2 person. That's why you need to hustle hard. Hustle hard on the weekends. Then what can you do? There was this thing that we used to, the shift I used to work when I was in the hospital. It was called Baylor. Work 16-hour days, Saturday and Sunday. It was exhausting, but you would get paid for 40. Turn your weekend into a Baylor hustle weekend. Saturday and Sunday, no hanging out with your friends, no chilling. And I know it's going to kill you football season in, no watching football. You're going to use those 16 hours on Saturday and Sunday to hustle hard and make money. You will set yourself up a defined income goal. Now, how do you find out? Because this is what I'm finding to be the big challenge for most people. What should I do? Well, this internet stuff looks good. Well, this eBay stuff looks good. Well, this Amazon stuff looks good. There's just so many things that I could do to make money. I could build my own website. I can become a social media person. What do I do? What do I do? I got an answer for you. Pick something. This is it. I mean, you pick something, because the longer you sit in that what should I do mode, and there are many people who are afraid of making a mistake. Well, you're going to make mistakes. That's just part of the deal. Now, pick something, anything. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Well, we did this. Keep notes. Challenge yourself. Then when you are reevaluating other opportunities, you say, well, I did this, that doesn't really work. You are going to have to work. I know some people are like, oh, no, you don't have to work that hard. Just work. Because every time someone says that thing, that statement, work smart, not hard, I just want to bitch slap them into a coma, because what it is saying, if you're working too hard, you're not working smart. When sometimes, and I have a video here, that sometimes working smart is working hard. And folks just are trying to get away from that, but you're just going to have to position yourself. And then there's people be mad because it's like, hey, I want some of that crispy game. Tell me what, I don't really want to work that hard. Come on, look at me. Come on, I was not built to work hard. Well, you're going to have to reconfigure. You're going to have to reformat or something, because in the future, it's going to go to people who can work hard at a sustained rate and work smart. That's what it's going to be. That's the game. Now, let's see. So once again, I'm being more charitable, more helpful. Service businesses, and excuse me, and hustler mindset life skills. That's what Local Hustles is about. Service businesses. And if you go through it and do the challenges, then you will make money, but you will work hard. See, excuse me, making money is simple, but it's not easy. It's very simple. It's just not easy. Saving money is simple, but it's not easy. Losing weight is simple, a challenge I have myself, but it's not easy. And that's where you are. So you got to get to the concept of simple is done. You got to figure out, how can you create habits that will help you get past that hump, get over that hump, get over the top. Because if you don't really start now, you're going to be in a lot of trouble later. A lot of trouble, an amazing amount of trouble. So let's go with the service businesses. Craigslist is one of the most helpful, insanely helpful resources on the planet. Use it. Then you have TaskRabbit. Then you have Airbnb. There's a lot of things you can do. But just once again, to be helpful, I'm gonna give you a hustle. I'm going to give you the laundry hustle. Now, what happens on Saturday? Hardworking people don't have a washer and dryer. They're at the laundromat. Find the laundromat and say, hey, well, a lot of laundromats have this service where you could leave your clothes there, but find a laundromat and become a laundry concierge. Talk to people. And it's like, look, I'll handle your laundry. $7-8 a week plus soap. I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's those kind of hustles that will make you money while you build your other hustle. Because you got the laundry hustle, you got the car wash hustle, you got the grocery store hustle. Are there a bunch of elderly people in your neighborhood? Knock on the door. Hi, my name is Mr. Hustler. Is there any challenges you have? Anything you need around the house? Any help? Now, it will help if you already know these people, because old people typically don't open up the door for strangers. Put out flyers. Hey, I'll be your concierge. I'll go to the grocery store for you. You're going to have to think like that and set it up where all weekend long you're working on that hustle while you have your job. Many, many years here on YouTube, I've told people, do not quit your job. When I first came on YouTube, and this is when the storage auction thing was starting to go crazy. And there was this guy, he was a UPS driver. He was, 20 years UPS driver. I mean, he was like that close to retire. I was like, no, do not. I was like, no, don't quit your job to do this. Do not quit your job to do this, because it's not that storage auctions weren't a great opportunity. The problem is there's a learning curve, a big ass learning curve. And it's the type of hustle where you have to have money to make money. I'll just be straight up until, when we first started, like 10, 20, 30, $40 units, you spend 10, you make 90. We really, really did not start stroking it out until we started spending about 5 to 10 grand a month. And then when we got to that 20,000 a month buying, woo, make your head blow off. Storage auction and resale is not a game that you can play without a lot of money. I know someone's going to like, hey, I spent $40 this week at Goodwill and I'm going to make 1,000 on eBay and Amazon. Yeah, that happens. But if you consistently spend 5, and even if you buy horribly and you just double your money, you're going to consistently make 10. If you buy well, you might make 25 from that 5. So yeah, you could spend that 40 and make 1,000, or you could spend that 5,000 and make 25 or 30,000. And I say 5,000 is a lot of money for most people. It is. It's a lot of money for most people. When you're talking about spending, I remember we were out and someone saw me spend $1,200 on these 2 units. And he came up to me and he said, "Are you crazy?" I said, "No. That's a lot of money on some junk, man." Slapped me on the shoulder and went off. I'm like, that damn fool. Right there in the front was a Singer sewing machine, case and everything. And this is the thing. There was no dust on it. None. Right there in the front. And I was like, oh, that's very curious. Get in there. And the reason it was 2 units was it was their household and it was grandmama stuff. Grandmama, that Singer sewing machine, antique furniture, gold jewelry galore. Her jewelry box was about 7 G's between the rings and just about that big. And when I picked it up, it was like, whoa, what's this? I thought it was some lead, nothing but gold. But I was a fool because I saw one thing that made me to spend that much money on 2 units. Now, let's break that apart for you. If you're hustling that hard on the weekends, your hustle bones, your hustle knowledge, all that stuff will increase dramatically and exponentially. You'll start to scale because you're working so hard. You'll start to see patterns. Say you're doing the laundry thing. You'll start to see that, hey, if you go to this neighborhood, they will go for the service. But if you go to this neighborhood, they won't, because you will get in the business and you will start to discover this stuff. And that's the price of giving up your weekends. In the beginning, I'm just telling you, it's going to be shitty. You're going to work real hard and make not a lot of money. But if you persist, going back to my example, first 7 weeks were shitty. It was shitty. just shitty. My partner was looking at me like, really? I was like, I'm gonna keep putting the signs up. We got to keep going. And one of the reasons that I'm wired really differently than most of you is I have rewired myself, because I came out with the same wiring you had, same beliefs, same cultural indoctrination. And after being kicked out of the matrix, I was regurgitated out of the matrix. I had to rewire myself because I didn't know. I was just like, all of my principles and beliefs were exploded. Everything was just raw nerves and everything. So I know that if I consistently work at it, week 1, nothing, week 2, nothing, week 3, nothing, month 2, nothing, just consistently keep going. One day the walls come tumbling down. And then you've got to build that type of resiliency in yourself. And that's another thing of keeping your job and doing the weekend hustle. You will build your endurance. Business hustling is an endurance event. It's not a power event where, man, I made $10,000 a day. As Gary Vee said, and I see a lot of people doing this. He said, I'll show you the people who go to the bank, get the money, take the money out the bank, spread it on the table, take a picture, and put the money back in the bank. He said there's a bunch of people doing that, because I'm not impressed with someone with a bunch of money on the table. And this is why. So their money on the table is not going to help you get any money. It's not going to help you. Knowing how Bill Gates made his millions is not going to help you today. Excuse me, his billions. It's not going to help you. You can be inspired, you can be motivated, but that roadmap, that blueprint does not work today. So you have to explore, like I put in my video, being intellectually curious. You have to explore. Give you a good point of what I'm doing. I'll just give you, this is my new hustle. I've noticed that everybody is going to Facebook. Everybody is doing Facebook marketing. I see people here on YouTube who really can't build a following, who really can't get views. They go to Facebook, they crush it. I'm not going to Facebook because everyone else is going to Facebook. There are people with big social media businesses. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, but they cannot really make YouTube work. But I can. So I'm staying here. I have, 2 pages there. I will update them. But as for going on there, and some people, well, that's just crazy. You should go there because it works. And you know what? It does work. Indisputable evidence. I know someone who can't do shit on YouTube. She just did a launch on Facebook and she made $12,000 in 48 hours. Yeah. Now let's talk about why I'm not doing it. And it works. Everyone's going to that marketplace. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid, and the Kool-Aid is good. It's not even that diabetic Kool-Aid. It's not overly sweet. It's real tasty Kool-Aid. It's great. But I have a principle, and I call it Cameron's Law, because I can do that shit. All third-party platforms behave the same. So anything like that is going to reach a threshold where things are going to drastically change. They're going to drastically change. But because I stay here on YouTube, I keep pushing, I keep hustling, I keep learning, and keep building this channel. And I'm building another channel because why am I doing it? Because it's very difficult for many people to do. I had a client recently bail out because the client was afraid of YouTube. Had the look, had the voice. I was like, you're going to kill it. But do the family dynamics and talking to someone, and it's like, so you really going to do that? She's just like, I can't do it. She got terrified. Terrified. Beautiful girl. Great voice. She would have been rocking it in her niche. It's a scary thing. So part of the weekend hustle and part of doing that hard work is you build something that most people can't replicate. So yeah, I might be losing some money by not doing the Facebook thing like everyone else. But I do know the Facebook thing is going to radically change while I stay here and build and learn and do stuff, because I'm starting to be able to rank videos like I've never done before. I got a video I made 5 months ago. It's #1 in this niche. And it gets me like 1,200 views a day. That one video. And I'm working on another one. And I'm working on another one. And it's slow. It's slow. But see, the thing is, unlike Facebook, and another reason I'm staying here is videos have stickiness. Facebook posts don't have stickiness. They'll get circulated, and after a certain period of time, they die down, and they have to because there's so many posts on Facebook. Whereas a properly formatted video could live for years. My video, what to do if you find a lot of money, gets about 50,000 views a month. I made that video 5 years ago. The video makes anywhere from $200 to $300 a month. That one video. Show me a Facebook post that does that you're not paying for. If you might be paying for it, won't do that. So that's why I'm on the video game. That's why I have Project YouTube, because at some point, everyone that ran to Facebook, they're going to have to come here. They're going to have to do podcasts, because video is the future, and everyone's going to have to do it. Everyone's going to have to learn how to do it. So while I sit here and I'm working hard. I'm in the mind. I'm doing that hard work, that journeyman work. I am building value. I'm building value for the future. And that's what you will do if you do the weekend hustle. You'll build value for the future. Capacity is bought or earned in advance of money. That's why delayed gratification is such an important concept. You got to have it. So pick your weekend hustle, knock it out, work 12, 16 hours. Yeah, you'll be working 7 days a week. Yes. I know people are like, oh, no, you don't have to do that. Do the work that you love. Don't work that hard. You cannot adapt the ways of a unicorn and have them work for you unless you are a unicorn. I get sick and tired, just fucking sick and tired of people touting out exceptions as if they were the norm. Bill Gates is an exception. Warren Buffett is an exception. Jay-Z is an exception. Steve Jobs is an exception. These are not normal people. And if you are an anomaly, if you're irregular, I like to call myself a regular. I'm not regular like regular folks. I'm irregular. If you're a regular, yeah, the unicorn shit works for you. But if you are a regular and you are trying to put on unicorn horns, that shit keeps falling off. It's like, just be like this. It won't stay on. I keep putting it on. It won't stay on because you're not a fucking unicorn. You're regular. Now, if you do the work of becoming a unicorn and making yourself a regular, at some point, yeah, you can wear that horn. You'd be like, stick, it's on. But you just can't put on the unicorn outfit without going to the Unicorn Academy. You got to go hang out, fly around, fart glitter, mess with people, disappear, show up in the forest. And I was like, hey, it's a unicorn, then disappear. You got to go through that Unicorn Academy obstacle course. You got to learn all the elements of glitter. You got to learn all the elements of glitter and shit. I mean, but seriously. It's about working hard. It's about doubling down, and it's about doing what other people are not doing. If you do the things that others refuse to do, if you do the things that they can't do, that's money. It's money. It's well-earned, hard-earned money, but it's money. All right. So once again, if you like the contents of these talks, these videos, you should go below the video. Check out all of that wonderful stuff down there. And if you are extra ready and rugged to get some things started, check out Hustler Mindset Life Skills. Currently, I have a special, $150. You come in as a founder. The special is going on to August 26, 6 p.m. So with that, this is Glendon. I'll see you in the next session.